What happened? What happened to get us in such a mess? Well, I grew a self, like my little child who's just been born is going to grow a self. It's going to spend a lot of time growing a self. As a matter of fact, every moment will be spent growing a self in that beautiful little body that is so sweet and delicious, it's going to grow an ugly self in it. Well, there's your problem. And of course, when you get up to our age, or the age that you were when you turned within and decided that you'd had enough of this information mania of the external world and started to go within to find some true knowledge, what's standing there? Hands up, drawn sword. No one comes in here. This is my kingdom. I am yourself. Guardian of the threshold, you see. You cannot come in unless you can face yourself and master it. Now, if I'm using my mind and I've gone and practiced yoga and come to this teaching now and again and go around other teachers, I'm not going to get through this self that I am. It says, ha, ha, ha. That's what everybody does. Everybody goes around, the masters and the teachers and the yoga and all the rest of it. Everybody does that. That's normal. I'm quite safe. But if you become one-pointed, if you truly want to find the truth, if you truly are inspired to go within, if you truly give up your emotions and your feelings and your thought processes as best you can, night and day as much as you can, and show yourself to be one-pointed, I might fight you a bit, but eventually, by the way of things, I must stand aside. And you can start to take possession, repossession of your kingdom, which I have seized. For I am only yourself, and you are the master of this kingdom, and I have usurped your throne. But I will give it up to that which shows me, convinces me that it is holy. I will surrender to that, but not to anything else. Are you getting the message, please? Am I putting it straight enough as what the spiritual life is about? Because it's not very straight. There's too many ways, too many alternatives, too many options. When the only thing I have to face is my troublesome self. That's all. Oh, how we've complicated that with our minds. How the teachers have complicated it. And it's all so simple. The only enemy is myself. That's all. And finally, myself must be like the true disciple. And it is a true disciple once it meets the master. It will, like a true Eastern disciple, bow down and say, Master, I am your servant forever and ever. I know now that thou hast always been here in this body. And it was my foolishness, my distraction, my own selfishness and unintelligence that did not perceive you. This is indeed your kingdom. I love you. I am forever your humble servant. and you are my love. That is a state of God realization to begin with. To begin with? Oh yes, there's no end to anything in the spiritual life. For only then, when myself loves me, the Master, so deeply, so profoundly, so surrendered to me, so recognizes me, myself then becomes me. And there is no self. Isn't that a lovely story? Isn't that a lovely truth? Not a self overcome with fighting and battling, as it would seem in the beginning of the spiritual life, but a self overcome by pure surrender to the beauty and the wonder of what I am in this body, the Spirit, which is in every single body listening to these words. Well, that's it. We can all go home.